Hey everyone, welcome back to Molasses Hornets. I thought of that title after I made the video, so then I threw it in there. That's pretty good, right? Like, slow as molasses, because I slow it down. Okay. Anyway, entry 55 had absolutely nothing special effecty about it, so I didn't bother to bring it in here. But entry 56 has a couple things that I thought I could point out with slowing the frames down. So let's take a look at this first thing here. This is the appearance of the operator symbol for the first time in the video. If you look on the right side of the screen, you can see it right here. It comes and goes into frame. They're really good at showing it only subtly. So here's the beginning. Tim is holding the camera. He's walking towards Alex.
A lot of graffiti in it. You could probably use it at some point. Don't you think?
Yeah.
And that's all you see of it. He never actually turns the camera and focuses on it. Alex is staring at it, and you just get to see it a couple times as it swings into frame. You don't get a good shot of it. That's probably the best still frame we're gonna get of it. Maybe that one. A or B? A or B? Okay, and then the next part. So Tim is all like, well, I gotta go pee. So he walks off over here, and then he goes to the bathroom. I decided to try and figure out something about the way they shot this, and I've been trying to figure out what happens here. When he puts down the camera, I'm looking for a cut, because I feel like they needed to get the frame right, and they wouldn't have been able to get it right by him just putting down the camera without like doing it really carefully, or they could have just put in a cut, and they would have put it in right there. And I think you can see it. I think it's the difference between this shot and this shot. I think that is a new cut. It is hidden very carefully, but I believe it is a cut nonetheless. And then to hide it even more so, you can see the frame begin to pan for a little bit. Here we go. As Tim walks away, the frame begins to pan to the left. Let's move a little quicker, Tim. There we go. Do you watch the column right here? See how it gets closer to the edge? I think, like I said, they're hiding a cut. And the cut occurred about 5 seconds before this part, but as an editor who has hidden cuts this way before, I recognize it when I see it. Okay, last bit, of course, is that Alex picks up this pipe, by the way. People on the Unfiction forums seem to be complaining that... oh my gosh. That, we'll get to this in a second. Seem to be complaining that he's beating up Tim with a stick. But I think the general consensus, especially from the sound effect that's involved, is that it is a length of pipe of some kind. So, the camera here falls off, and Carter and I will talk about this more on SCHP 37, posted later this weekend. But I think, I'm inclined to believe that the camera falls for this reason. I think you could just say it was a breeze, and we see a breeze later, so that kind of fits. But in the last episode of Season 2, if you'd remember, Jay at one point appears to get sucked into the operator, and he either gets sucked into the operator or he charges the operator. I have a feeling that the operator can push and pull things away from his body. And I think when he arrived here, like when he bumped into the room, he probably like caused a bit of a disturbance that unsettled the camera and allowed it to fall. So let's go back and look at the fall. Here it goes. Let's look at it step by step. It's kind of fun. So here we go upside down. Then we get some nice, this is some kind of visual effect laid over the video. It's probably a second frame on top of the first frame. Some more, and then we get a broken frame. And then this sequence begins. This is an extended shot where the frame is split right here, and there's a bunch of gobbledygook down here. And I haven't paged through every page of the Unfiction thread, but I wouldn't be completely uncertain that there isn't a hidden message going along down here somehow. Anyway, let's watch this. Cool. And that's pretty much the end of the special effects for the episode. I'll page through this disappearance because it's kind of fun to watch frame by frame. Okay, let's start here. Oops, I just moved it. Okay, try that again. There we go. Start here. There are things in here that are literally only one frame, so it's kind of cool to see the way he decides to make the operator leave the frame. So we get this is an inverse shot of one of these shots. It's either, no, it's not an inverse shot, sorry. It is a very high contrast version of what is behind here. And then we get a few frames of that, along with the big sound effect that makes it really scary. Then we get some black and white going on here. Then black and white on the bottom, which is the top now. And then we get some cool close-up shots. We get some like panning and scanning. That is the top right, bottom left, somewhere in the middle, top left, bottom left again. Some effects, some overlaying as he disappears from the frame, and then finally back to normal scene. And that's it. That is Molasses Hornets for entry 56. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like. Again, let me know if there are any older episodes of Marble Hornets that you'd like me to go back and investigate. I would love to do it. Thanks. See you next time.